Morning.
Good morning.
So here we are heading off to transition, just to park the car, lay everything out, all the shoes, your gels, all that, belt, towel, everything. Check the bike's not been smashed to pieces overnight or something, but yeah, getting ready to go. I think it's around 5:30 a.m. I think we were due to start the race sort of around 6:30, 6:40, so got about an hour and 10 minutes or so before the actual race starts. As always, doesn't matter how much time you give yourself, it's always a mass panic at the start. I guess it's the same for everyone, but it is quite interesting to know that you never seem ready. You always feel like you need more time at these events. It's quite stressful actually, setting everything up in transition. I mean, I'm normally quite chilled out. The only thing that ever seems to stress me out is a triathlon and setting everything up in transition. But yeah, here we are. We had about a 10-minute walk to the actual, well, just to get to our bikes, so it wasn't too bad. And then we were onto the swim. So Georgie was actually setting off around 5 minutes before me, and she's always going to beat me in the swim. So then it was a case of me trying to hunt her down on the bike after that. So here she is, gracefully exiting the water. I think her time was around 40 minutes. Although her course is measured as just over 2 kilometres, which is interesting. Because my swim time was actually the worst swim time I've ever done in a triathlon. So I assume the course is measuring slightly long. If it's 100 metres long, then it's 2 minutes long for me, isn't it? If I'm doing 2.5 minute 100. So yeah, not a good start to the event, but I don't really care about the swim. Today's target was purely the bike. So then sorted all that through the massive transition and we were onto the bike. The only goal here was to break 2 hours 30. So the bike course was actually fast, very fast. If you're doing the event, don't worry about Oxton Bank, it is nothing. It's over within a couple of minutes, and then off that you get like a 3 or 4k descent, which is really fast. So thankfully I managed to smash my bike target and do a time of 2 hours 28 and 25. I've got no idea what the power numbers were for that because my power meter didn't work. And then we were on to the run, where I was actually expecting to not be able to move my legs because I'd gone so hard for me, and relatively for me, for the bike. So but I actually managed to do a much faster average pace than I did at Grapham. So I think I was averaging around 4:18 a kilometre overall, which is pretty good. It's like 5, 6, 7 seconds faster than I was doing at Grapham. It was 3 loops around the lake. One part of the lake was quite difficult, it was so windy. And then here I am finishing with, I think he's a local legend, I think he's done every version of the Outlaw event, and I got in his way. I don't think he was too bothered, but managed to finish the run in a 1:31.21. So pace was definitely a PB, but time wasn't. But and then we sort of chilled out at the end. Here's Georgie coming up the finish steps. It was very mean of them to put some steps in at the end there, really. But Georgie was nursing quite a few injuries for this event, so she did well to even finish it. Her time was around 5:20.
Just got to get the dog in.
My overall time was 5:01. Here's a nice little dog that was out on the course. And here's some people now finishing the event while we just sat down and had another bacon bap and a load of chips while we watched them all cross the finish line. As you can see, the weather did hold out for us. It did eventually take a turn for the worse as we were racking up the bikes and getting back to the car. I mean, there were some people still out on the course at that point, so I think maybe the rain might have been a welcome relief to them, actually. Yeah, a few more people coming over here. Well done to everyone who completed the event. The overall course is very fast. The bike course is very fast, and so is the run. Yeah, as you can see here in the background, there's still some people going out. You can see the rain coming down now. There's the lake that we swam in the morning. So all in, it was a very good day and a brilliantly run event. The support was brilliant. Well done to everyone else who managed to finish it. I think my overall time was 5:01.51 or something like that, so not the sub 5 that I would have liked, but I'll go into why I think I didn't break 5 in tomorrow's post-analysis video. So coming up next will be that post-analysis video. I'll go into some of the numbers and stuff, the actual event, so if you're into data, that might be interesting to you. And then in a few weeks, I think it's 3 weeks from today, we have Stafford 70.3 Ironman, which was the very first Ironman or half Ironman event that we did. So it'd be interesting to actually be able to repeat one. Hopefully the course is all the same and transition is the same, so we can directly compare them, whether or how my performance has increased over the 2 years that we've been doing this. So yeah, all good. That'll probably be the next video leading into that, and then the race day one. So hopefully I will see you then. Bye everyone. And now it's time for the ceremonial writing of the finish time on the medal. Does anyone else do this, or is it just me? Probably quite sad. And I finished 252nd. And of course now as well, the ceremonial cutting of the event ribbon. Try not to get my bracelets in. Signifies the end of the event. We're over it now, and we are on to the next one.